Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we have planned a completely spontaneous trip last minute with me, Garrett, and his girlfriend Cheyenne. We are up in beautiful Lake Arrowhead right now, and it's a video that is kind of overdue in my opinion. I made a version of this video a very long time ago, but it was in a parking structure and it didn't really fit the vehicle. But today we have the 2019 lifted Jeep out today, and we're going to be taking it on some trails. And I'm going to do a quick little build breakdown with you guys, kind of walk around, show you what we have done with it, and we're just going to enjoy a lovely day up here in the mountains off-roading. But guys, before we dive into the video, real quick, I want to remind you that I'm doing a giveaway. It's a car wash bundle of Chemical Guys products from Detail Garage in Montclair. It's got your wash mitts, your soaps, your detail equipment, towels, sponges, everything you need to start a car washing kit. So if you guys want to get entered, head over to my Instagram. I have the rules up there on how to get entered. It's super simple. Like the post, comment 3 people, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to the YouTube, and you're entered. I'll ship it out to you. We're picking the winner at 500 subscribers. So get the memo out to everybody to get entered. Oh, hey buddy. I don't think you've been in a video since last year. I don't even know the last
video was Havasu race.
Havasu race was in not October. When was that?
Cheyenne, when was the race in Havasu? October or September? Or November, I think.
It's been a while. It's been like 7 months. Well, anyways, welcome back. I'm sitting here editing the video right now. In this next part of the video, the audio is going to be a little weird because it was really windy up there and the wind was drowning out my voice. So I had to do a little bit of editing so you guys could hear me clearly and loud enough to make out what I'm saying. So just kind of try to stick through the next minute or two of the video, stick through it, and the audio will go back to normal in a little bit. So first and foremost, we need to dive into the most important part of any off-road build, really, and that's going to be the lift and the suspension. So I don't have the shirt because it's dirty right now, but we got this built at Black Star Off-Road down in Anaheim. They sell pre-built Jeeps already, but you could also buy your own Jeep and then bring it in and have them build it. So built by them, parts sourced by them, and we kind of gave them some wiggle room, some creativity on the lift, I guess. We just kind of told them the parameters of what we wanted, and they ended up going with a 2.5-inch lift. It's a Teraflex ST2 lift. So the ST is street and trail. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. You know, it's still drivable and manageable on the street, but you could also take it weekend warrior style out to trails like we are doing today. So personally, I don't know all the stuff off the top of my head about this, but I'll give you some highlight points of the lift kit itself. It's got the 2.5-inch lifting springs. Cheyenne's having a great time out there. It's got the 2.5-inch lifting springs. The trail arms are really what makes this kit better than, I think it's the ST1. Okay. So it's got the 2.5-inch lift coils. It's got the 2.5-inch lift coils. It's got the sport control arms, the front lower. It's got the heavy duty adjustable front track bar. You got to stop. It's got the rear track bar axle bracket kit. It's got bump stops, so it's really, I don't know how to put it better than a weekend warrior, street and trail both. The 2.5-inch lift fits up to a 35-inch tire, which we have on here. It's the Toyo mud terrain tires. Before I get into that, gotta go back to the shocks. So along with the Teraflex ST2 kit, we have Falcon shocks. Teraflex recommends pairing it with Falcon shocks, so I'm not sure if they're like brother companies or sister companies or what, but these are the Falcon 2.1s. For some reason, they don't go by like 0.0s and 0.5s. They go by like 0.1s and I think 0.3s or 0.6s. But essentially, the 2.1s are just a shock tube. Then you switch up to the 2.6s, which have a piggyback remote reservoir. And then the 3.1s are the piggyback remote reservoirs, but with adjusters. So we just have the basic 2.1s, just the shocks themselves. With the suspension out of the way, let's move back to the tires and wheels. So we have the Toyo mud terrain tires at 35-inch. The exact specs, 35 by 12.5 by 17 for the wheel. So my buddy Nico and I took this out winter, not this previous winter, maybe 2 winters ago when it was snowing and mudding. And there's this steep slope that we're gonna try to find today that I was almost certain we were gonna get stuck on, but these actually just climb that hill like no one's business. So these are actually pretty great. They're amazing. Aggressive sidewall too. And we have these tires wrapped around. It's a Method 312 in black. And I have the exact specs on this, like down to the nitty gritty. It's a 17x9 with a 5x5 bolt pattern with -12 offset and 4.5 back spacing. Now the kit, the ST2 from Teraflex, recommends no more than a 4.5 back spacing, which is why I'm sure Blackstar went with this exact spec of wheel from Method. But aside from wheels, tires, and suspension, let's just move on to like cosmetics and recovery and whatnot. So we have a Weston WJ2 front bumper. It's the full length one. We have a winch sitting at home that's going in, let's say the 4th. It's going in on the 8th, so 4 days from now we're gonna have a winch put in. That's the Warn Evo 8 winch. We'll be getting like the D-rings and everything for recovery for that later down the road. But I really like this bumper because it's really modular. There's 2 holes in the bottom here, so you could bolt in a hanging light bar. You have the mounting for the fog lights. You can either put the stock ones back in or you can get pods to fit in there. They have drill out spots for rock lights down here, already ready to just bolt everything in. And my favorite part about this WJ2 is these cutouts in the bumper that perfectly fit a high lift jack's lifting point. So you just feed it right in there and it lifts from the bumper, which I love the most. We have the high lift jack. We have the mounts for it. It doesn't obstruct any view, doesn't mess with the windshield wipers or anything. It's real low profile. The only problem we did have is, actually we're having it right now too. For some reason, it's a little too low profile. You can see right here, the pin, the climbing pin is hitting the Jeep itself. They sent me a whole new lower piece. I swapped it all out and it fixed it. I don't know why it's hitting again, but we'll have to fix that before we start going. Pod mounts. My least favorite part of this Jeep because I don't know what brand these are. My dad kind of spec'd this out with Blackstar. This was their build, not really mine. I was gone at school, but these are, I don't even know what brand, and they're not, they get the job done. They're just not the best quality lights. I think one of them already had some moisture problems, and they're starting to fade. The housing's starting to fade on them. Move back to the back. We have matching the front bumper is the Weston WJ2 rear bumper with the swinging tire gate carrier. Swings out. Don't mind the creaking. It needs to be lubed up a little, but same as the front bumper, totally modular. We have pods in the back, we have the jack points in the back, and yeah, the rock light points are here as well. Spots for D-rings, everything like that. And most recently, in a few videos ago that I posted, I put on this. It's really nothing to do with off-road performance, but if you're out here in the middle of nowhere and you bring like a lunch or something, bam. Now you got a table. I can eat my lunch out here on the trails now, so I think that's it. As far as future plans, I mean, like I said, when I recorded the earlier version of this video, the future plans have already been put into effect, which is the front bumper, a winch, and stuff like that. So I think this thing will sit kind of as it is once the winch goes in for a while. I don't really know anything else that will be done to it anytime soon. Anyways, enough slackjaw. Let's hit the trails, man. If I had one piece of advice for anybody who's gonna do trails like this, it's get a clear bra on your Jeep, because we didn't, and we've been down this trail before, and you might have seen when we were walking around, but the passenger side has an aggressive pinstriping. But this hurts my soul every time we do it, because oof. This is why I'm glad they don't paint the roofs of this and it's like that hard plastic, because I don't care if that gets scratched. It's not gonna scratch anything, it's plastic.
You're gonna have to hit this one.
No, I'll go off the cliff before I hit that. I'll ride walls and go near cliffs to avoid as much paint damage as possible. Isn't it so ironic that I'm into off-roading and all that abrasive sand and bushes and stuff, but I care so much about my paint? How many degrees do you think we're sitting at right now?
10.
I'm gonna say like 12 or 13. 17, Jesus. Isn't rollover at like 14?
No. I fucking hope not. We're well past it.
That's gotta be one of my favorite parts about the Jeep is the off-road pages where you see picture in the hole. fluid temps, drivetrain. This lip right in front of my driver tire looks a lot more aggressive than it used to be. It looks like it's just a drop off now. Go walk around. Take a walk around. We're balancing on two tires right now. The whole thing was wobbling back and forth.
I can tell. Look at your tire.
The back tire's off. I've gone up until this point. It's like a little flat area behind us in my two-wheel drive truck, the Tacoma, but I haven't gone beyond it because of this part right here. So now that we have a Jeep that's built for this, four-wheel drive and everything, we could take it no problem. We're fine. I don't even think we didn't even air down. Not that we're doing anything with rocks, but oh. You got hit by the bush. It wasn't bad getting down. You're just flexing out, but if I had to get back up it. See, these are the plants that really, oof, I just gotta do it. Band-aid, band-aid, band-aid.
Well, the faster you go, the more straight they are.
Band-aid. Wow, I look like none. That's some Ricky Bobby driving right there. Ooh, I'm gonna take these rocks like a, oh, bro.
What?
This doesn't connect to where Nico and I went.
Dude, what the?
Okay, so. You think that swings?
Yeah.
It can't be locked.
It has to be swings.
Is it locked? Oh, it's into that concrete. I might have gloves in the back if you want to put gloves on. Yes, the GoPro got it. Hopefully it's not overheating. Carrot's on branch duty right now, saving the paint. Thank you kindly. So that other trail, the gate opened, but it opens up into a campground, and the campground itself was closed to the main street, so we just turned around and came back up the same way. And now we're just exploring at this point.
You hit the fucking branch in front of me and it whipped the one I was holding into my chest.
You didn't bring your chest plate?
No.
A few things there were sketchy, mainly the pitch and the roll, but nothing in terms of getting stuck. We had to make that complete turnaround on a single one-way trail and went up into the leaves on a hill, and we didn't get stuck. I mean, it handled it, and coming back up that step down, we had no problem at all. We just kind of walked right up there. Well, we maxed out those trails that we were on. We hit dead ends on all of them, so we're gonna head over to another spot where Nico and I went when it was snowing and muddy out, and we didn't get to fully enjoy it because it was very, very sketchy. We were like sliding down hills with cliffs next to us. So we're gonna go try to do that trail with no snow or mud. So when I see videos of Jeeps online, like trophy burrow type videos, and you see people like jump them, I don't understand how it looks so smooth on landing, because this is pretty stiff, you know? It feels kind of stiff, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
So I see people like mobbing it through the desert, not desert, but mobbing it through something, and it just looks so smooth and articulated, not so stiff and rough. So I kind of just
sway bar.
I want to test just a little bit of speed. Like, it doesn't all need to be slow and crawling. Some big stuff.
Oh shit! Oh.
Oh, hey there. Oh, hey there, friend. Well, it looks like we picked up a little trail friend now. We got this guy with a pretty sweet build. I think he's on a 3.5 inch with 37s. No, not 37s. Those 35s on 17?
They look like they're 35s.
Yeah. 35s on 17 or 18?
No, 17.
That bead lock.
I think they're 17, but the bead lock's a real bead lock, yeah. So it makes it look like an 18.
He's got Kings with the remote reservoirs. You think 3.0?
Coilovers in the, well, they're definitely 3.0 coilovers in the front. On the rear, probably is 2.5.
Got the Walker Evans. He's got the same mud terrains. It's a pretty nice build. Oh, don't make me go first, buddy. You're better.
Nope. Yeah. He has little 2.0 coilovers.
2.0s?
Yeah.
Well, he's a nice guy. He offered to let us follow him on his journey to Creek Aztec Falls.
Deep Creek is in Hesperia.
Deep Creek in Aztec Falls, he said, somewhere out there. I don't know. Maybe if it was
Shit. Oh, yeah, smart.
double riding, dig it.
Yeah,
Double riding on a double riding on a back road, blind turns. So look at this guy get it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe if it was earlier in the day and we kind of planned for this, but it's a spontaneous trip and it's already like 2:15, almost 2:30. I don't want to go another hour further in, not knowing where we are. But nice offer, nice guy.
You're taking the fun away.
Yeah, now let's just have more fun. Oh yeah, right there.
Are you in two-wheel drive?
Oh, I am, huh?
You're in two-wheel drive.
Look at that, we took it in two-wheel drive. Yeah, I should probably switch though.
There we go. I was gonna say, how'd you peel out?
I was like, man, maybe these tires aren't as good as I thought. I mean, hey, for two-wheel driving.
That was not that bad.
It took it. All right, so we split off from the guy that we were following. He kept going on his journey down to wherever it is he's going. And we stopped where Nico and I stopped last time to check out the trail that we wanted to go down, but couldn't because I'll show you the turn in the steepness of it right now. In the snow and the mud, it just was not ideal. Very, very scary. So we just got out and we walked it right now, and it turns out that this trail leads straight to where this video started when we were walking around the Jeep and kind of going over what we have done to it. Unfortunately, we're not feeling brave enough today to trek that on our own with nobody with us, just in case we get stuck or something. We got nobody there to help us. So maybe another day, maybe we explore it on dirt bikes first or mountain bikes or something. But from here, we're just gonna turn around and take out the same way we came in. So this right here is that kind of like hook turn, the steep hook turn. That wasn't quite ideal in the mud and snow. We could definitely make it now, but again, it's just a matter of can we make it all the way through by ourselves. So our guy we were following kept going down that path. We came from that path. We'll try that another day. And I have no idea what this is. You like the car ride? This GoPro has been attached to the driver's side all day. And there are many things that happened on the driver's side today that I really hope this caught, such as Garrett tripping and eating shit. And this guy that just came around a blind turn, he was doing like what, 25 or 30?
Yeah.
Around that blind turn on an ATV. And we already take up most of the trail and he locked up his back tires and like slid, barely went around us and like
basically the bushes are what kept him on the trail.
Yeah, he laid into a bush, and if that bush wasn't there, he probably would have gone off the side of the cliff. So, all right, well, I think we're done with the trails for the day. It's 3 o'clock now. We're gonna head back down the hill, take a drive home. I'm gonna have to wash this bad boy and get it all clean. And then I'm gonna head out to a car meet tonight. So, I guess we'll just end it here, because, well, it was a very lovely last-minute planned trip. I had a good time. That raptor's just sitting in the bushes. That's what I love about up here. Like, everybody's parks off on the side of the road, like in the dirt and the bush. This guy's just all up in the bushes.
Oh, and this guy's got it better.
But yeah, it was a nice little last minute trip that we planned, what, like 8 o'clock last night. Came up for the day, got her done, had some trails. I think tested just about the limits of this build. I feel like there were some points where we maxed out the limits of what this could do without going up to like 37s and a 3.5-inch lift. And
but it did pretty good with stock gearing too.
Yeah, bigger shocks and everything, so. We'll end it here. I'm gonna take my drive back home. Done with my pills. Thank you for joining us for another video, guys. So glad that Garrett's back in the videos. Missed him. Has that dynamic. Don't forget to enter the giveaway on the Instagram. And we'll catch you guys in the next video, maybe next month. We'll see you.